I need to do a catch-up story now on something that has been rolling on for months at this point. When it first surfaced, it was one of those things that I figured was just a one-off, and then it became this whole big thing, and now we've missed it, so here's a catch-up. Back in December, Timnit Gebru was fired as the co-leader of ethical AI at Google. The reasons behind the firing have been controversial and much debated. Was it because Gebru authored a paper that was underlying the risks of large language AI models which Google leans on itself for its AI research? I.e., was she fired for being too critical of Google's own practices, or was she fired for some of the cultural reasons that others have alleged go on inside of Google in recent years? Quoting Gebru herself in an interview with VentureBeat, "They paint me as this angry black woman because they put you in this terrible workplace, and if you speak up about it, then you become a problem. And then they start talking about de-escalation strategies. You write emails, they get ignored. You write documents, and they get ignored. Then you discuss how it's being done, and then they talk about you as if you're some angry black woman who needs to be contained," end quote. So whatever the truth here, more than 1,200 Google employees and 1,500 AI leaders in academia and industry signed a petition condemning the termination of Gebru. And now, over the weekend, Margaret Mitchell, the other co-lead of Google's ethical AI team, said she had been fired, quoting Axios. Mitchell has been locked out of the corporate email since last month after what a source says was her effort to search corporate correspondence for evidence to back up Gebru's claim of discrimination and harassment. Mitchell also posted a tweet critical of Google's handling of Gebru and a subsequent meeting between CEO Sundar Pichai and historically black college and university leaders. Quote, "Say you have a problem with consistently alienating black women and have caused serious damage in their lives. You could A, try to undo that damage, or B, try to find more black people to like you. The tokenism approach. Good luck," end quote. That was Mitchell in a July Twitter post. Google, in a statement to Axios, said, quote, "After conducting a review of this manager's conduct, we confirmed that there were multiple violations of our code of conduct, as well as our security policies, which included the exfiltration of confidential business-sensitive documents and private data of other employees," end quote. Now, what is even more bizarre is that all went down the same day that Google's AI head, Jeff Dean, had apologized in an email about how the Timnit Gebru situation was handled, saying his team should have managed the situation, quote, "with more sensitivity," end quote. So, wow. As Jason Snell tweeted, quote, "That feeling when your Friday afternoon news dump non-apology about your previous messed up AI ethics firing gets in the way of your Friday afternoon news dump about your latest messed up AI ethics firing," end quote. And as Daisuke Wakabayashi tweeted, quote, "I really can't think of how Google could have handled this thing worse. They've let it drag on for weeks with a drip, drip, drip of ugly headlines. In the end, they've gutted the leadership of their AI ethics team, which is, to put it generously, worrying," end quote.